And so now we are into the idea of concluding your essay. How do you bring everything to a nice close? And I know that if you've looked ahead into our class schedule, next week I will spend a little bit more time going over the ideas of conclusions and introductions, but this would give you a nice example of it's something that some tips and an example of what you would want to be doing in your conclusion. First, you should notice that she's summarizing the key points of this essay, but doing so very concisely, not going back over every detail or every specific piece of information. Presumed consent and organ sales systems are both proposed solutions to the critical organ shortage. Notice again that that's also referencing the opening paragraph where we talked about the fact that we are dangerously short on organs. Then she goes on to say, but are very different in nature. And we have a summary of presumed consent system in one nice concise sentence. We have a reference to the discovery that this has had very positive results. Then we have a quick summary of organ sale and what it is all about, and a quick review of the problems with organ sale. And all of that then leads to her taking a position. Clearly, the ethical risks of organ sale are not outweighed by its results. Presumed consent, on the other hand, has been proven to increase the number of organs available for transplant with less severe ethical consequences. So she is building towards taking a position, and her final statement clearly lets you know the position she's taken and her interpretation. And the final statement is consistent with the tone that we've had throughout the rest of the essay. Neither solution is flawless, but presumed consent is a much more viable option than organ sale to solve the organ shortage in the United States. Okay, so she's neatly brought everything to a close, has reminded you of the important information, the things that she wants to really stick with you as you leave this essay, and has solidified the purpose. The purpose was to be able to demonstrate and maybe make a choice as to which one of these solutions would work better in solving our problem. Okay, so overall, this essay was roughly 4 pages, double-spaced typed, and then we had the references page. Notice the references isn't in bold, nothing fancy about it there, that she managed to blend and incorporate 6 different sources throughout this 4-page essay, and that no paragraph focused on just one source. The weakness in having just one source in a paragraph is that it begins to look like you're just summarizing that source instead of actually really integrating the information and evaluating the information. As you are better able to blend 2, maybe even 3 or 4 sources in a paragraph that are all relating back to the same topic, it really indicates that there's a depth to your research, that you have carefully looked into this topic, and it helps to validify or validate the information that you are bringing into it by showing that it's not just one author or one researcher who has determined this. If only one person is saying it, there's a possibility that they're biased, there's a possibility that their research is inaccurate, but if you have multiple ways to prove a point, then you are definitely stronger in making the claims that you're going to make in your research. All right, so that is a strong example of a comparison essay incorporating research and approaching one topic or approaching one aspect of a broader issue or topic. And in the shared files, you'll find, as I mentioned, a couple of other essays to take a look at that should really be able to help you get a good handle on how to set up and write your own comparison essay.